Unless you live under a literal rock, I'm sure you've heard of Netflix's best performing movie of this year and the most watched animated movie of all time on Netflix, K-Pop Demon Hunters. This movie is so popular. Even one of the songs from the soundtrack is currently, as I'm filming this, #2 on the Billboard Hot 100. K-Pop Demon Hunters has been one of my hyperfixations recently, so you know I had to make a video incorporating it, or multiple videos. So today, we are going to be recreating the SAJA Boys in The Sims 4, obviously.
Sims on sale!
Hey besties, I'm just hopping in to let you know that EA is currently running their August sale. That's up to 50% off expansion packs, up to 30% off game packs and stuff packs, and up to 20% off of other Sims titles, such as the My Sims Cozy Bundle, The Sims 1, and The Sims 2, as well as other things in the EA app. If you purchase anything from this sale, please use code Ryeua at checkout, as I receive a small commission when you do. So it's just another way to support me and the channels. So clearly we are here in Create a Sim, and obviously, who else would we start with in this video other than Jinu? While I create Jinu's face, let me tell you a little bit about him. By the way, all this information is from the K-Pop Demon Hunters fandom wiki. Jinu is the secondary antagonist in the film K-Pop Demon Hunters. He is the leader of the SAJA Boys, a group of demons who served under Gima while masquerading as a K-pop boy band. Jinu is said to be charismatic, yet he primarily looks out for his own interests. I think that I did a pretty okay job when it came to Jinu's face. I definitely struggle a little bit in general with making male Sims, so I knew that this was going to be a bit of a challenge for me. I think this is the first video on my channel where I have made only male Sims, so it's one for the history books. Anyways, let's start with some hair. So wonderfully, Johnny Sims, the ever so talented CC creator, has created hairs specifically for the SAJA Boys, and I'm so grateful because I spent so long trying to find a hair for mystery and couldn't even come close. So I'm so glad that we actually have a one-for-one hair. And this is the hair that we're gonna go for Jinu. Looking at him a little bit more, I feel like maybe his eyes might be slightly wrong. Also, I just want to point out that on the wiki it says that his last name is Saja, which is not true. We don't know what his last name is. I just find it funny that they're saying Jinu Saja. I think his eyes are a little bit more like this, so I think I'm gonna go with that. Do I add earrings? I don't know what outfit I want to do first. Let's go no earrings. But with that, this is going to be Jinu's face all complete. Let's move on to his outfit. Now, I'm definitely going to be giving the SAJA Boys more than one outfit because obviously they're seen in multiple looks. To start, let's recreate Jinu's casual outfit. For his top, it looks like to me like he's wearing a hoodie with a leather jacket over top, which should be easy enough to find. I was starting to get a bit worried because I thought that I didn't have anything like this because I was like, there's no way that I don't have a piece of CC like this. But this is actually an in-game item, and I would say that it's pretty darn accurate to what Jinu is wearing. As for pants, Jinu is wearing what to me looks like just a pair of basic, like I would say like skinny blue jeans. Honestly, like that. And I'm gonna assume that he's wearing some sort of sneakers. Okay, yes, he is wearing sneakers. We'll just go with these. And with that, this is gonna be Jinu's first outfit all complete. Let's move on to his second outfit, which I will deem the SAJA Boy outfit. This is the outfit that we see them in when we first meet the SAJA Boys and also when they perform Soda Pop. Jinu's top is like a plaid shirt with a pink top underneath. I'm using this artwork to reference, by the way, from Galaxy Speaking on Instagram. So shout out to them. But let's find a button-up shirt. I feel like it once again shouldn't be that difficult, but that's what I said for the last one, and then it was kind of difficult, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I think it'll be fine. Now, I couldn't find a short sleeve top, but I found this long sleeve, and I feel like it's pretty close. Now I just need to put an accessory top underneath. I think I'm gonna go with this top from Miko. Moving on to bottoms, he is wearing a pair of blue jeans with a pink belt. Now I can definitely get blue jeans, but I don't know about the belt, but I will try my best. Couldn't find pants with a pink belt, unfortunately, but I think that these pants are pretty similar. It's got a little rip in it like his does. Moving on to shoes, it looks like to me like he's wearing a pair of white sneakers with pink laces. I feel like that I gotta stop saying that it won't be easy to find because I feel like they'll be easy to find because I'm jinxing myself, but here they are. Pretty simple, look pretty similar to me. Maybe they aren't high tops like his are, but I would say that they are pretty identical. Maybe I'll add a little sock just to make them seem a little bit more high high-waisted. And from what I can see, Jinu is wearing earrings and a necklace in this outfit. So I will follow suit and put him in some little hoop earrings. And I'm gonna put him in this little star necklace. And that is gonna be Jinu's second outfit all complete. And we do have one more outfit to come from him, but I'm gonna wait until we get through all the other SAJA boys and then we're gonna circle back. As for Jinu's traits and aspiration, I don't really know what I want to give him. Maybe we'll give him like friend of the world to like make a joke of like them trying to, you know, complete world domination. Maybe I'll give all the SAJA boys that. Although I know it gets like, you know, it changes by the end of the movie, but like for the sake of this video, we'll just do friend of the world as in world domination. Traits. Now, I would give Jinu clumsy for sure. I would give him music lover because not only is he in a K-pop band, he also is seen playing a guitar of some sort and singing music when we first see him. And maybe self-absorbed. Don't kill me, but it does say in his wiki that he does things primarily for himself always. And Gima did also say that in the movie. I feel like it's kind of accurate. And with that, this is going to be Jinu all complete. Moving on to our next SAJA boy, we're just going in the order of which I decided to create them in. So next we are going to be recreating Abby, which by the way, I just have to hand it to the creators of K-pop Demon Hunters. Abby is such a funny name. Like, of course his name's Abby. Abby SAJA is the main dancer of the SAJA boys and serves as a minor antagonist in the film K-pop Demon Hunters. He is a demon who disguises himself as a K-pop idol to steal fans from Huntrix. He also briefly acts as a crush for both Zoe and Mira. Abby is portrayed as the eye candy of the group with a confident demeanor and strong performance abilities. He is proficient in both singing and choreography, evidenced by his solo dance during Soda Pop and opening the song Your Idol. Despite his talent, he's also depicted as vain, frequently showing off his physique and distributing signed drawings of his six-pack. Abby I found to be the easiest in regards to face, as in I feel like I did a pretty good job with him. Also, I did give him tattooed eyebrows, like I added a little bit extra, but it's seeming like to me something weird happens with the gallery when you add tattoos. They don't always stay on the Sims for some reason. So I'm just gonna quickly go and I guess I'll do it with you guys because his eyebrows are very specific. So I'm just gonna quickly extend his eyebrows just a little bit. I've been inspired by Simspiration to incorporate the tattoo tool more in my Sims, so shout out to her. Just gonna clean it up a little bit and voila, there are Abby's eyebrows. Beautiful, definitely pretty accurate. Abby doesn't seem to be wearing any jewelry, so I'm gonna leave his face just the way that it is. So with that, this will be Abby's face all complete. Never mind, it won't be, I forgot his hair. Once again, Johnny Sims came in clutch with these identical hairs. So here we have Abby's hair. I don't know why Abby is so... Did I make him taller? I must have. Anyways, but with that, this is going to be Abby's face all complete. Let's move on to his outfit. Abby does not have a casual outfit, so we are just going to go straight into his main / first outfit, I would say. And he is wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I would call it ill-fitting as he is trying to, or at least what I would assume he's trying to do is accentuate his muscles in this tiny t-shirt that he's wearing. So we will follow suit. I found this shirt and I would say it's like almost there. It's a little bit more floral than his is tropical, but it definitely captures the same vibe. Moving on to pants, he seems to just be wearing a pair of denim skinny jeans. I'm gonna try to find something that still shows off his like midsection here because once again, his shirt is tiny and short, so I feel like it needs to appear so. I found these ones in the base game and I think that these ones are pretty accurate. It does look a little silly that they're so low-waisted, but that's what he's wearing. I don't know what to tell you. Lastly, he is wearing a pair of funky colored sneakers, and they're less of like a Converse looking shoe and more of like a Jordan to me, as in like a Nike shoe. So I'm gonna look for something that kind of has that aesthetic. And there are like pink and yellow and blue. Honestly, yeah, pretty much those. And with that, this is going to be Abby all complete. As for Abby's traits and aspiration, like I said, I'm gonna give all the SAJA boys friend of the world trait. Oh wait, should I give them world famous celebrity? We'll do friend of the world. As for Abby's traits, I feel like we have to do self-assured, active for sure. Maybe we'll do self-absorbed instead of self-assured. And since he is the main dancer, let's give him dance machine. And with that, this is going to be Abby all complete. Moving on to our next SAJA boy, we have Baby. Baby SAJA is the main rapper of the SAJA Boys and serves as a minor antagonist in the film Kpop Demon Hunters. He is a demon who disguises himself as a Kpop idol to steal fans from Huntrix. As the group's Mangnae, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, Baby is portrayed as the most youthful member of the SAJA Boys. On stage, Baby will play up the cute persona by using childish props, pouting, and making playful gestures. Additionally, he is seen to be competitive, notably winning the Hot Sauce Challenge on the variety show Play Games with Us. However, unless he is interacting with fans, he puts on a bored, uninterested mask and has a nonchalant facade. I feel like I did a pretty okay job with Baby SAJA's face, but he is definitely the most, I would say, like, unique looking out of all of them. Anyways, moving on to hair, Baby SAJA has a blue kind of like shaggy cut like this, a little bit more grown out. Love it. So cute. He is also seen in the outfit that we are going to be recreating wearing a hat just like this. Perfect. And I don't think Baby SAJA has any jewelry. So with that, this is going to be Baby SAJA's face all complete. Moving on to Baby SAJA's outfit. He is wearing a sweater with, I believe, an argyle pattern on it with a blue button up underneath. Very specific. Don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything exactly like what he's wearing, but I'm going to try my best. Although this is not identical to what Baby SAJA is wearing, I would say that this is very similar in vibe. We've got the pink with the blue underneath, and I like this cool graphic. I feel like it could even be like a SAJA Boys t-shirt if we really use our imagination. As for Baby SAJA's pants, he seems to be wearing a pair of darker blue denim jeans. One thing about the SAJA Boys, they love a pair of jeans, specifically skinny jeans. Oh, and his are actually cuffed as what it looks like in this photo, so I am going to follow suit. I like that these ones have a little chain. I feel like Baby SAJA would like that. Moving on to his shoes, it seems to me that he's wearing a kind of pair of Converse looking shoes. Not entirely sure, but they kind of look like a pair of shoes that I know that I have, so I am gonna go for these. Let's go with this pink color. And not to forget, Baby SAJA does have his nails painted. I think they actually look just like this, so I'm gonna go with that. And that's gonna be Baby SAJA's outfit all complete. I love how he turned out. Moving on to his traits and aspirations. Same aspiration as I've given all the boys so far. For his first trait, I feel like we have to go with childish. Even if that's not how he truly is, it is the way that he portrays himself. He is the rapper, so I definitely would call him a music lover. And I'm gonna use the trait shady as a substitute for like nonchalant. And with that, this is going to be Baby SAJA all complete. Moving on to our next sim, we are going to be creating Romance. Romance is obviously one of the members of the SAJA Boys and serves as a minor antagonist in the film. He is a demon who takes on the guise of a K-pop idol to lure fans away from the Huntrix. Romance is portrayed as a soft-hearted and flirtatious member of the SAJA Boys. On stage, he amplifies his charming persona through frequent passionate poses and expressions, occasionally using his powers to conjure heart shapes. He also presents himself as laid back. For example, during the Hot Sauce Challenge on Play Games with Us, he attempts to maintain a casual pose while struggling with the heat. Despite his outward charm, Romance retains an immoral, demonic mindset, willingly serving Gima and assisting Jinu in schemes to steal people's souls. And here is Romance. I feel like I did a pretty okay job with his face. I do think he might need a little bit of like some makeup because it does look like he might be wearing a little bit. Definitely some sort of blush, whether that's a natural blush or just the color of his face. Very fitting. We're gonna give him the K-pop idol blush, and I'm gonna tone it down so it doesn't look like super obvious. I'm also gonna give him a little bit of eyeliner, as I have been for a couple of the boys, and maybe some lashes. I feel like if he had lashes, they would be a little bit longer, a little bit more fluttery, so I am gonna follow suit with my thought. Moving on to hair, obviously, Romance has some very distinct hair. Luckily, Johnny Sims, of course, came in clutch. This looks so good. In his fit, it does seem to me like he is wearing some necklaces. One is in the shape of a heart. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of this one for him with the little heart on it. Sorry, it looks so weird. I don't actually know why that is. Looks strange. It's either that one or we do this one. Maybe we'll do this one. I mean, we can always change it later if I really decide I don't like it. Anyways, this is going to be Romance's face all complete. Let's move on to his outfit. He seems to be wearing some sort of yellow button up with like long balloony sleeves. This one might be hard to find, and I might have to do some CC searching for it if I can't find anything I deem acceptable in in game. I'm also gonna look in the feminine category just in case there's something hiding in there. Okay, I'm in between two options. It's either this shirt, which is clearly see-through, but I mean, maybe I could throw like a tank top underneath it and it wouldn't look too bad. Or we go with this one, which I'm leaning towards. I just like it a bit better, but I want to give this one a chance because it has the balloony sleeves that he has. Also just realized another thing about this shirt is that it gets rid of his necklace, which I don't love. So I think I'm gonna go with this one instead. I did see a couple things in accessories that I wanted to add as like a personal liberty. I have these little like hair things and I feel like how stinking cute would it be to give Romance a little heart in his hair. Anyways, moving on to Saja's pants. He is wearing a pair of high-waisted jeans with a pink belt similar to Jinu, but his are a little bit of a lighter wash and they do have hearts on the knees. Do I think we have hearts on the knees jeans? No. But I could probably find him a pair of, they look almost like bell bottom kind of, maybe a flare cut if you will. And he has a pink belt and he has a belt chain, which I'm hoping I can find something with that as well. I found these flared light wash jeans with this little brown belt and I feel like it complements the shirt very well. Oh, I also just realized that I lost his little hair thing that I had on. One sec. But I think that looks really cute. He does have a belt chain as well. Do I have a belt chain? I do, but it's in the same category as the heart hair. Which one do I want more? Kind of the heart hair. Do I have a belt chain in any other category? No, I don't, but I feel like the heart hair is cuter and more noticeable, so I'm gonna keep that. Lastly, Romance is wearing a pair of pink and yellow low top sneakers. Ooh, these are perfect. Moving on to Romance's traits and aspiration. Once again, friend of the world. Obviously, the trait that we have to give Romance is romantic. I would also give him love bug and we'll give him music lover as well. And with that, this is going to be our romance recreation all complete. Moving on to our last and final Saja boy, which is obviously going to be Mystery. Mystery is the lead vocalist of the Saja Boys and serves as a minor antagonist in the film. A demon in disguise, he poses as a K-pop idol in order to steal the fans from Huntrix. He also briefly appears as a love interest for Zoe. Mystery is portrayed as the most enigmatic and silent member of the Saja Boys. He has a more reserved persona, frequently striking bashful poses and rarely emoting due to his eyes being concealed. However, beneath this facade, Mystery does seem to exhibit a mischievous nature similar to the other Saja Boys, particularly in his interactions with Huntrix. He also displays more aggression than the other members, notably barking incoherently at a fan unprovoked. He's already doing his thing. I'm gonna put his hair on, created by obviously Johnny Sim, because I want to show you guys his face half covered because obviously that's how we see him in the movie, so I feel like it would make more sense if you guys were like, yeah, he looks accurate, or no, he doesn't look accurate because this is all we see. But I feel like I did a pretty good job from nose to mouth down. Now I'm gonna reveal his face to you. No, this is not an accurate Mystery reveal. Obviously, this is just what I inferred is going on from the nose up, and here he is. I think he's pretty cute. I think I am gonna give him some lashes though, as he's not have any. I'm just gonna give him these little like blondish ones. I also gave him like blondish brown eyebrows. I don't know why, I just felt like he wouldn't have silver eyebrows. I mean, maybe he does. Do we think he has silver eyebrows? There is a possibility that he has silver eyebrows. Let's give him silver eyebrows. Why not? Putting back on his hair, can we all just give Johnny Sims a round of applause? This is just perfect. Thank you, Johnny Sim. Thank you. I will show you guys my other options that I was going to use for Mystery if obviously Johnny Sim didn't come out with this hair specifically. There's not a lot of hairs that cover all the Sims' eyes. This, another Johnny Sim hair, was actually a contestant. This one as well. This hair from Sim Andy, and this hair from Tianchi. I am definitely saying that incorrectly, but none of them are as accurate, obviously, as the one literally created for Mystery. Now, there is a hair color specifically that Johnny Sims made for Mystery, but I am personally under the impression that his hair is this like silvery gray color, so I'm gonna keep it the silvery gray color. Apparently, everyone's saying his hair is purple. Oh my gosh, wait, let me look on the appearance. Lavender colored hair? Well, okay, I guess so then. His hair is lavender. I thought it was silver. Apparently it's lavender. Whatever. Lavender colored hair. It looked silver. Anyways, I don't think he's wearing any earrings. Oh no, it is. He is wearing some little earrings. It looks like dangly ones. So let's find him some little dangly earrings. Maybe a star. That could be cute. Yeah, let's go with the little star ones. I think they're cute. And with that, this is going to be Mystery Saja's face all complete. Moving on to Mystery Saja's outfit. He is wearing a purple vest with a yellow turtleneck underneath. I definitely have a yellow turtleneck. Bit concerned about what I'm gonna do for the top. We'll see. If I can't find anything, obviously I'm just gonna do some CC hunting. Just want want to apologize about the AC. Had to turn it on. It's becoming a furnace in here. Anyways, I found this sweater vest for Mystery, and I feel like it's pretty accurate. It obviously doesn't have his designs on it, but those are very particular, and we're not going to find anything with the CC specifically like that. But moving on to the rest of his outfit, I do have a turtleneck CC piece, which comes in yellow. It's not as bright as I like it to be, though. But I mean, I guess it works. It is also kind of leaking into the other one. This one comes in a bright enough color, but it has sleeves. I feel like this one works. It's just a little bit of a pastel version of what he's wearing, I guess. And as for arm warmers, I might have to draw them on in case we don't have them, because it's in the same category as the gloves. So I'm hoping we have some arm warmers in bracelets. It's not the right color. Should I draw them on? Ooh, wait, can we do this? Wait, that's kind of funky. What if we did this and then layered? Because I know I have arm warmers in gloves. Honestly, guys, I'm starting to think this is our best option. I know that it is sleeveless, but apparently I don't have arm warmers that are the right color. Let me try one more thing. What if I drew on the whole thing? Hold on, let me cook here for a second. Okay, well, that was a bit extra, but I feel like it paid off. It looks very accurate. Don't look at the back of his head. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Moving on to Mystery's pants. Once again, are we surprised? He's wearing a pair of jeans, a light wash of them. I think these work well. Also, he is wearing a belt chain. I think I can maybe add the one that we saw earlier. It's not quite in the right place, but I think it's still cute. And lastly, for shoes, it seems to me like Mystery is wearing a pair of purple and yellow Nikes of some sort to obviously match the colors of what he currently has on. So we will find a pair like that. These Converse here are definitely the colors, so I think I'm gonna go with those. But with that, this is gonna be Mystery's outfit all complete. Moving on to his traits and aspiration. For the last time, friend of the world. And for traits, I mean, it says he's the lead vocalist, which I thought that was Genu, but oh well. Music lover, of course. I don't know about gloomy. I'm gonna say shady in place of like mystery. And since they say he's a little bit more mischievous, I'm gonna do disruptive. And with that, this is going to be Mystery all complete. But we are not yet done with the SAJA boys. We obviously have to make them in their demon forms. Circling back to Genu, let me tell you how we're gonna do this. So obviously I wanted to make them in a cult. I decided to go with vampire because I feel like that's the closest we have to demon in The Sims 4. And so obviously we have Genu's dark form. I made their skin tone a little like purpley-ish skin tone just because I don't think that they're fully purple. I see some people like, I don't know, in my personal opinion, they're just kind of like a purplier version of themselves. Anyways, if you unlink the dark form from your sim, you can add tattoos. Unfortunately though, for some reason, every time I save these sims to the gallery, it removes the unlinked. So I will be uploading all the individual tattoos for each of the boys individually. You can find them on the gallery under #Ryeua or #RyeuaSim. I'm so sorry that they can't come preloaded with it. It just won't work. You could try it. It might work for you. It doesn't work for me though. Let's give Genu first back his hair. So obviously we're going to be utilizing the tattoo tool for each of the boys. I did give them their own individual demon markings as they all don't look the same. For Genu's, I tried to go mostly accurate and look at a photo of him. I do not think that my demon markings that I made are 100% accurate. I just didn't want to download them off the gallery. I wanted to make them myself to put that extra effort into these sims. I think they turned out pretty good. I struggled with them so much. I really wanted to do an outline like they have in the movie, but it just was not looking good. I am by no means an artist. I am just a simmer. But I think in general, it turned out pretty good. And that is Genu with all of his markings on. Obviously, it looks a little silly right now because he doesn't have any clothes on. I did not do his whole body because it just wasn't necessary to do his whole body, okay? We're not gonna be staring at him naked, you freaks. Anyways, I did download some CC in hopes to have the perfect outfit. I think I got pretty similar with the clothing. I need to have him stop doing the RAR thing. It's really just upsetting me. Oh, I also added contacts. Didn't mention that, but contacts. He's got them. I did download some robes. I haven't seen them in game. Don't know how I feel about them yet. So we're gonna look at them together and see how I feel about them, I guess. So here they are. I mean, they're not the worst. I don't love the addition of the crosses. Oh, there's this as well. Oh my God, wait, it's perfect. Oh my God, slay. Okay, slay. I'm so excited. It's perfect. Okay, oh my God, wait, I'm actually soaked. Anyways, I'm glad it's so perfect and it doesn't have a cross on it, which I love. Moving on to the piece de resistance. Now, I was a bit worried about this because I was like, oh my God, there's no way they're gonna have this specific hat in The Sims 4, but I was wrong and I'm so happy that I'm wrong. This hat, if you don't know, I think it's spelled gat, like cat, but I'm definitely saying it incorrectly. Let me look up how to say it. Oh, it says it's pronounced like got, but with an A. So gat, it would be gat. But we do have the gat. Okay. Hey, so that's gonna really upset me so bad. Why is this happening to me? Why? That's gonna upset me. I don't know what to do. I'm genuinely so upset. We could just go with a non-hat because it just, like, why does it look like that? My other option for the hat, if I couldn't find anything, was going to be this hat from the Life and Death pack, and it seems like that's going to be the one that we're going to go with because what the heck is going on with that other hat? CC creator who made it, why would you do this to me? We're just going to go with this hat. I tried to look up if there was a hat slider mod for The Sims 4, and there is, but it is uncompatible with the neck slider mod, which is what I am using for my Sims. So I think I'm just going to go with this hat. I know it's obviously not as accurate as the other one. I don't know why it is so low on my Sim's head, why the hair sticks out. I'm very upset about it too, and I'm sorry if it upsets you as well. But we can at least use the strings that it comes with. I would say that the SAJA Boys beads are a little bit on the redder side, so I'm gonna go with this. So far, I feel like it's looking pretty good. Moving on to a final touch, I did want to give the SAJA Boys some nails because when they are in their demon forms, they have these like long pointy nails. So I'm gonna give them these like long pointy black nails. And with that, this is going to be Jinu in his demon form, all complete. I think he looks so sick. Moving on to Abby. For Abby's demon markings, I did try to copy them a little bit closer than I did with some of the other boys, but I noticed that he didn't have a lot in the middle of his face and more just on his neck and on the sides of his face. Abby's hair is the same. He just isn't wearing his beanie in his demon form, as obviously he's wearing the gat, but I'm going to put him in the same hat that I did for Jinu, and I'm going to give him the same beads. Oh, it's like interfering with his chest. It's fine. It's going to go into his outfit anyways. It's really not that big of a deal. Can you tell I'm so defeated from the hat? Like, it's actually affecting my mental because the hat doesn't work. Putting him in the same outfit as I did Jinu, and I'm also going to give him the same long nails. Oh, actually, maybe I'll put them in this color. Or no, I like the black better. I think it's cooler. And with that, here is Abby in his demon form. Moving on to Baby. For Baby's demon form, I also looked at a photo of Baby for his demon marks and tried to copy his. I noticed that pretty much the only person that has markings that go across their face is Jinu. So that's just something to note. I don't know if that's like lore, but that's the truth. Gonna put his hair on. Obviously, he doesn't wear the yellow hat in this outfit. He does wear the hat that they all wear. So I'm gonna put him in that. The beads. I'm gonna give him some different color of beads just to make it fun. And once again, let's put him in the same outfit as we have put all of the SAJA Boys in their demon form, as well as give him some nails. And that is going to be Baby SAJA in his demon form. Moving on to our second to last SAJA Boy for demon form. Obviously, we have Mr. Romance. Don't know why I called him Mr. For Romance's demon markings, he is the only one that I pretty much did not look at a photo at all. I wanted to do a little bit of a freestyle with his and create some heart shapes in his. They're not super clear, but like we have the start of a heart here, start of a heart here, start of a heart here. I just thought it would be cool and interesting to add some hearts in his. Obviously gonna give him his hair and the beads. I'm gonna give him some pink and black ones. Oh, we can make it even darker. I probably should have done that for the rest of the boys. All right, we'll keep that as that, and then I'll go change back later. And with that, this is going to be Romance in his demon form. Moving on to our last and final SAJA Boy, obviously Mystery. Let's give him back his hair. We're not supposed to be seeing his face. For SAJA's markings, I tried to concentrate them mostly on the bottom half of his face because that's all we see. I did also add some like curly shapes to kind of like do question marks, as in like mystery. Let's give him a hat. I wonder what's gonna happen to his hair because his hair's pretty poofy, and so I don't know what's gonna happen if I put this hat on him. Let's see. I'm a bit nervous. Okay, it's actually not bad at all. And I'm gonna give him some yellow and purple beads. Oh, I also think I forgot contacts with him, so I'm gonna add those, even though you can't see his eyes. I feel like we just need to do it for continuity purposes. And these contacts, by the way, are in face paint, which is great. And lastly, we're gonna give him some nails, of course. And that is going to be Mystery SAJA in his demon form, which means we have completed all of the SAJA Boys. If you're still here, thank you so much for staying all the way to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and do all that fun YouTube stuff, as it really helps out my channel. I'm sorry it took so long to make the SAJA Boys. I know I kind of teased that I was gonna make some sort of K-pop Demon Hunters video at some point, but I was waiting on some CC, and then I ultimately decided to do the SAJA Boys first because there was CC out for them and not as much CC out for the Huntrick. So I'm still waiting on some CC for them, but their creative sim is to come, I promise. If you want to download my version of the SAJA Boys for yourself, you can find them on the gallery under these hashtags or my gallery caller ID is just Ryeua sim. But before you go and download them, make sure to go check out the description where you can find a link to a CC list that will be on my Patreon for free, of course, where I will list all of the CC used in this video. Because if you download these sims without the CC, they won't look anything like you see here today. Also, while you're in the description, you can find links to all my other social medias, like my TikTok, Instagram, and my Twitch, where I'm normally live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Once again, you can also find a link to my Patreon in the description down below. And since you stayed till the very end of my video, I will let you in on a little secret of what next week's video is going to be about. I may or may not be doing a K-pop Demon Hunters related build of some sort. And with all that being said, I will see you guys next time. Bye!